Okay, you just witnessed last night the single most destructive act of political suicide in modern political history. So I was on the air last night filling in for Mark Levin when this historic debacle went down. I mean, I was at a loss for words at times, and I'm at a loss a bit for words now because I love this country, ladies and gentlemen. I do. It's not some kind of like dopey talking point I throw out there, like trying to be Captain America for you. I love it because it matters. I mean, it set a standard for freedom and liberty and prosperity. I mean, we do things and have accomplished things here that haven't happened at any time in human history, thanks to our unique combination of a supposedly limited government and robust individual human freedom. Last night, a lot of that was thrown away. It's the first president in U.S. history impeached essentially for the crime, dreaded air quotes, of winning an election. Now, as you can see, I'll obviously put an article up in the Washington Examiner, will be up in the show notes about the impeachment last night that went down. It is the first bipartisan against impeachment vote in U.S. history. Not one Republican, with the exception, obviously, of fake libertarian Justin Amash, who at one time was a Republican, who's now disgraced himself and humiliated himself on the floor last night. I'm embarrassed I even knew this guy. 3 Democrats voted against one of these articles of impeachment, and no Republicans voted for. Folks, what do we do now going forward? Because we can whine all day about this. You're going to hear this coverage on cable news. He was impeached. Okay, fine, enough. What do we do? Now the gloves come off. There's no more excuses. I want every one of you to make sure you tattoo on your brain what happened last night. Because as I said on Mark's show last night when I was filling in, election day's around the corner, folks. It might be snowing. It might be raining. I don't give a damn if there's a Category 5, 220-mile-an-hour wind, hurricane bearing down on your house as ground zero. If you're not voting, you're the problem too. Call your mama, call your baby mama, call your dad, call your stepbrother, call Aunt Betty, call Uncle Tony, call Fat Tommy down the street. You grab every single person out there you can get your mitts on, and you get them to the polls in November. Everyone. You grab your neighbors, you grab your dog if they're eligible, you grab everybody, and you show up in numbers we have never seen show up before for a Republican candidate for president. Grab your mamas, grab your daddies, grab everybody. Grab your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your space alien neighbor, grab Alf if he's living in your house. Everybody shows up to vote. I've talked about the 10-10-10 rule. Now make it the 30-30-30 rule. Every day, you should send a social media post, call one of your friends, or email one of your friends every day, 30 days roughly in a month. Some have 31. Every day, you should be contacting a potential voter. I don't want to do that. What does it take you, 2 minutes to contact someone? Are you voting? Ask your friends, are you voting? Why aren't you voting? What do I have to do to get you to vote? Can we help you register? Do you need a ride to the polls? What do you need? Grab everyone. Grab your kids. Grab your kids' friends. Grab your kids' friends. Show up at the school if they're eligible. Rent a van. Everybody goes. They ignored the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen. This is not what impeachment was for. This is going to be a historic stain on our country, the likes of which we haven't seen in eons. We share nothing in common with these people anymore. We are now effectively 2 separate Americas. A socialist, spying, police state, fake impeachment, MS-13 loving, North Korea worshiping left. Remember that when they were on Kim Jong-un's side when he was debating with, Kim Jong, we can't, just because Trump was on the other side? That's the new left. We don't share anything in common with these people anymore. Anything. Let them have their little power enclaves in New York, California, and Chicago. The rest of the country is now effectively ours. But it's only ours if we vote and do it the right way. Set a reminder If you don't vote, you are the problem. Oh, voting doesn't matter. It mattered last night. Cut the crap.
Sure did.
No victims here. It mattered last night. If we would have shown up and not vote and voted for the Republicans on the House side instead of these tyrannical Democrats. Listen, as I said last night, the Republicans are not the solution to your problems, obviously. But the cause of your problems are most definitely the Democrats. We don't worship golden calves, but given two choices, these guys ain't so great, but these guys are definitely the cause of my problems. I'll take the not so great guys because I live in the real world. It's not heaven. This is earth. This is dystopia, not utopia we live in. Make it happen. If we would have voted and had just 15, 16 more votes, we could have defeated this thing. Voting does matter. No victims here. No excuses. You voted. You got tax cuts. You got historic economic growth. You got conservative judges because you voted for Donald Trump. It does matter. Folks, listen, man, this is by no means, and please, because I get emails, understandably, some people get offended. I'm not talking to you, the good folks out there. You get it. But I have an opportunity using my voice to reach the 5% or less of this audience who I'm telling you emails me constantly defeated. Oh, it's over. It's over. It ain't over. Ass seat up and do something.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.